Hello, Cancer. Thank you very much for tuning in to this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the Gilded Tarot by, I want to say Cairo Sharetti. I always say Ciro, but I think somebody once in a while corrects me. I apologize for the mispronunciation, but there's how you spell Ciro Marchetti. Companion book by Barbara Moore. The website is llewellyn.com if you want to find more stuff by these people. Feel free to do that. Supportive Oracle cards, Magical Spell cards by Lucy Cavendish. Illustrated by Jesse Reish. There's a website at the bottom, hayhouse.com. Feel free to check that out too if you would like to. What do we have for Cancer? That's somebody else's, isn't it? Okay, let's keep going. I see this one card and I'm like, oh, you're kind of... But no, I don't think that's you. Somebody else is going to have a hard time. So this is kind of looming around this situation, the Three of Swords. I don't think that's happening directly to you, but you might have empathy for it. Let's go a little farther. Because I don't see it happening directly, but I feel like maybe I'm seeing something play out for somebody else, and because I feel like this is going on around you. A situation that I feel like that's a big piece of it. I feel like it's not new that this situation, there's something around you that's not right. Something is not going well. And for me, the 8, when I get the 8 of Pentacles, it's kind of like, it's not quite done. The way I read numbers, 1 is the beginning, 9 is the end. I don't really see 10 as in the end. I see 9 is the end, because then it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's how I see it. Just to be fair, it doesn't mean you have to see it that way, but just for context of how I'm reading it. It's not quite ready to go there yet. Whatever that means. There's been a lot of stress. I don't like the situation. I don't like how it works. I've tried to do what I can for it. Is what whatever this situation is, I feel like you've tried to help, but I feel like a lot of times you've had to step out because it feels like every time I try to help, it doubles back on me. I get backlash from it. I feel like every time I try to help, it's like I get blamed for like what's going wrong, and it's like it's not my fault that's happening the way it's happening. I'm trying to make it better, but I feel like it keeps coming back like as if I'm the problem, and it's like, all right, I'll just stay out of it, which it's kind of like it's not. I'm not the reason this isn't working right. And the situation still isn't there. But I do see like I'm trying to be a part of it in a second-hand way, Like I'm off to the side. I'm trying to help, but I'm trying to stay out of the line of sight. It's almost like if somebody is like, if they're trying to make dinner, I'm just making sure all this stuff is in the kitchen for them and everything is cleaned up and ready to go, and I'm just not there, but I'm making sure what they need is there for them. And like maybe when I get back, maybe they went to bed, but there's still some dishes. Maybe I'm just doing the dishes just to make it easier. This is how I'm contributing to try to make this situation easier. I feel like that's the type of thing I'm doing. Maybe not literally that, but something like that. Like I'm trying to set it up so it's easier for them to do it, and afterwards if there's a little extra cleanup that wasn't quite done all the way, I'm just going to do what I can, and I'm not saying anything about it. I'm just doing it, and I'm doing what I can. There is a change coming in. I feel like it's a fight, like some type of argument. The Star card coming in with the Magician, I feel like this is what's creating the change. It does feel like an argument to me. Now, I don't think whatever is triggering this argument was meant to create a big argument. I don't think it was meant to happen that way, but that's what I feel like is happening. Not with you, but I feel like I'm hearing about this argument after the fact. That seems to be really changing perspectives a lot here. Somebody says something, it's taken the wrong way, there's an argument that happens, and now, due to that argument, somebody's changing their direction about how they handle something. This seems to open the door for you to help a little bit more effectively. You've been involved with this anyway. You've been just trying to stay on the outskirts. But now I feel like your connection is different. It's kind of like, if we're going to use that same maybe making spaghetti for dinner type thing, you were just making sure the right things were there, and afterwards you'd show up and just clean up if anything needed to still be cleaned up. This is now, I feel like I'm making the dinner, and I'm just not present at the dinner. If that makes sense. If we're gonna make it really simple, like spaghetti, like I'm literally like boiling the noodles, I'm heating up the sauce, I'm cooking the meatballs, making sure the cheese is there if we want some cheese with it. Maybe I have maybe there's a salad that goes with it. I'm making sure it's all there, and I'm making sure it's the way I think it should be done. So like maybe you got like a healthy pasta version or option. You're making sure the sauce is more, it's got more vegetables than anything else in it. You know what I mean? You're making sure that if there's a salad, there's good vegetables in it. Maybe it's more vegetables than lettuce type thing. You know what I mean? You're doing that type of stuff. But you're more directly involved, and you're bringing more substance to the situation. So that's why I'm using that analogy. Like, you're bringing more substance. Like, if somebody else was doing this, maybe they would have a salad with it, but it'd be a couple pieces of lettuce and maybe a tomato slice or two. You're putting like all these different vegetables that people like. Maybe there's some peppers in there, some mushrooms, some garbanzo beans, whatever you got going on. Things like, you're adding more substance to it. Same thing with the sauce and everything else. Maybe the spaghetti they had before didn't have meat, but now you're adding meatballs. Maybe they didn't have cheese before, you're adding cheese. You're bringing more substance to the situation. That's what I'm trying to get at. Hopefully I said that the right way. This is something that makes you feel good, because I feel like it's kind of like now I'm giving them the tools to do something better. I'm showing them a better way to do it. I'm just putting it there. I'm not making the meat and the cheese. I'm not making them eat the meatballs. I'm not making them eat the extra vegetables. I'm not making them do anything. I'm just putting more substance in front of them so they can make this decision. And then I'm walking away. Not like completely like I'm not dealing with you people, not like that, but kind of like I just set it up, I put it together, I put it on the table, I go do something else. It may sound odd, because I feel like that does sound odd. Like, I'm going to make dinner for somebody else, but I'm not going to eat it. I'm just putting it there, and I'm like, I got to go. I just wanted to make sure you had this before I left. I got to go do some work, and then I just go. And then I'm just leaving it, because I'm not like, I just feel like if I'm not there to say, like, have some of this, have some of that, I feel like this goes better. So I'm just like, I'm stepping back. I'm like, there's the dinner. I got to go. Enjoy it. I got to go. I'm not even saying clean up your dishes after. I feel like they should know that. I'm just going to let them do what they got to do, and we'll see what happens after. Just, here you go. I'm out. Because like, I feel like one of the reasons is because it's doubled back on me before, and I'm just like, I'm just going to put it there, and if I just back off and just go away, you can't blame me. You don't have to eat that if you don't want to. And I'm like, if you don't eat that, that's okay. Then you don't eat that. I just want to know that I put it in front of you so you had the option to do so. So you put things in there. Things are changing here. And getting the safe travel again is giving you victory. Like, backing off like that brings victory. Because, like, you don't need the fallout. That's not fair. Like, it's not fair if you keep getting the fallout for this type of stuff. And that's the easiest way to ensure you're not going to get it. Because it just brings your energy down, makes you feel bad. It's not good. When it's there in front of them, and they can do what they want with it, there's the Three of Swords coming in with the Four of Swords. Like, if they don't want to eat it, they don't have to eat it. But it's kind of like, if you're me anyway, and if you're used to having spaghetti, like when I was a kid, we just had spaghetti with sauce. That was it, for whatever reason. But if I see like, oh, I can put there's cheese here now. Oh, there's meatballs, and look, there's a side salad, and look at those vegetables. I like those vegetables. I'm gonna eat it. I'm gonna say that much. But it's easier to like not feel judged. I feel like when you back off, whoever it is that needs the help or needs this, doesn't feel judged. They're just kind of like, well, cancer left, so they're not gonna know what I did with this food anyway. Whether I eat it or throw it out, they're not gonna know the difference. So I might as well eat it because I want to eat it. I want those meatballs. That cheese looks great. It's hard because I feel like whoever's going through this, they're realizing what has not been quite right for the longest time. It's like they're seeing it. And they're getting the context of what can go better and a better way to do things. They're learning and they're seeing a better way to do things. By backing off and letting them sort it out themselves, just putting it in front of them, giving them the supplies, and then just walking away. Just go, okay. Because I feel like then it's making better decisions and then having the confidence, literally the confidence to do it. This makes it a lot easier. A lot easier. I feel like if you're there, they're going to blame you again. Because I feel like... I just feel like the energy just builds in a certain way and they just get very defensive, and it's not necessary. Not that you want that to happen, not that you're trying to make that to happen, but I just feel like it just happens. I don't know why, but it does. By you not being there, they can just sit and ponder it. There's nobody there to argue with, so they just have to sort it out themselves. And I feel like they start making better decisions for themselves. Two of Pentacles, making long-term better decisions. And I do feel like they're on a road to peace. It looks good at this point. Is there a guarantee they're going to make it to that peaceful destination? I wouldn't say that. But this is a first step to heading in that direction, to realize it's out. Not only that it's out there, but they have what it takes, or they can have what it takes to make it there. They have a chance. They have a challenge to make it there, but they could do it. I haven't rolled any dice. Is there anything else with that? I haven't been using the dice yet today. What number is that? Oh, the 19, which is the Sun card, but it's on its side, like they have a chance for something great. And then the 10 of Wands. It's going to be stressful getting there for them. They can attain it. It's on them. I feel like they're saying this is the most positive way you could handle this. This is kind of the best you could do for right now. For right now. If this reading is hitting, of course, it's a general read. Clearly. Anything else? All right. I'm going to shut this down here. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below. Same email. Thanks again for watching, and have a great day.